Welcome to the Ultimate Fantasy Locker Room, starring Antone Davis, Rocky DiStefano, Delano Williams, and Phil Anthony. Fantasy football, real results.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Fantasy Locker Room. I am your host. Yes, I am your host, Delano Williams. And,
welcome back.
Hey, whoa.
Wait, first, hey, the boys are back.
The boys
are back.
The boy is back in town.
Delano shook us off there for a couple weeks, and I noticed Gabby is starting to keep the mics off for the intro. I think she finally learned that we can't be quieted. So,
oh wow.
I just got worried after that last that sound check last week. I thought maybe we were gonna.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Giving me this warm welcome, and
It was only Mark.
Y'all didn't miss me.
I didn't say anything.
That's cool. Hey, I'll be missing for another 2 weeks. Hey, by the way, today's sipping beer is actually, you're gonna be surprised about this, a seltzer from the Claremont Brewing Company, and this is the White Rooster Hard Seltzer. We're going to go ahead and get this a little taste.
It's a lot,
It's a
man.
lot, right?
Wow.
Man, these are nice.
The bouquet is nice.
You know, he asked me, he said, are these refillable growlers? And I was like, I mean,
Aromatic.
you could if you wanted to because they're nice.
You know, I got to be honest.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's not bad. I was super skeptical.
Yeah.
I can't taste it because I just had the bourbon.
Well, I mean, your mouth is deadened by probably half a bottle of bourbon. What do you want?
I didn't bring the bourbon.
I did. But you drank it. I mean,
But
the
you
same.
did
This
drink
guy.
it.
Well, I mean, what am I going to do?
Hey, this is
Everybody's
like, I could drink this by accident.
So why are we drinking this?
Well, you guys didn't know.
We know.
This,
very subtle, Rocky.
if you don't... If you don't know, we're doing the 2001 Harry Styles Weight Loss Challenge here.
2001.
As you guys can see.
2021.
The poster is total motivation.
I used to be that skinny back in 2001. So
Yeah.
that's why I said that. 2021 Harry Styles. And this is brought to you by Harry Styles, where your weight can only go in one direction.
Hashtag. Can we hashtag Harry Styles? Do you think he would be
well played?
Would he be insulted that we were trying to lose him?
I mean, look at him. What do you think?
No. I think if he's wearing those pants, he can't be insulted by anything.
Nothing.
Just saying.
It's not possible.
So, anyways, this is pretty good stuff, and it's low carb, so we can drink it and not feel as guilty as the 9.7% alcohol beer we had last time.
Like 100 calories.
Yeah, 100 calories.
Wow.
I can't taste a single calorie. That's
So-
amazing. And it's 100.
So this fits into our weight loss challenge.
Oh, for sure.
So cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the weight loss.
So this whole can is only 110 calories?
It's pretty good, man.
I don't.
Or is it per serving?
This is a little more than their pint, so the whole can's probably like
50. Maybe 115.
Yeah, but I mean, think about this. This is an enjoyable way to get water into your system because we need water too.
So
I'm just going to drink 10 of these a day and call it a day.
I think you would.
25 ounces.
Okay. So how's everybody doing with the
Weight loss challenge.
this new year, new me stuff?
Who wants to start?
Well, I'll go ahead and start since I've been missing.
Yeah.
Well, the first week I dropped 3 pounds. Oh,
Yeah.
no, 4.
Right.
I gained a half pound back.
Did you? So you're 3.5 pounds down.
I'm 3.5 net. I gained, so I took a small step back this week, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you should
kinda-
go. You should go first. Go ahead.
Oh, were you gonna go? Oh, my bad. I thought you.
Definitely should go
My
first.
bad, bro. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You got a lot to talk
I'm done.
about.
I was done. I'm done. We
No.
got
3.5 pounds.
3.5.
All right. Well, I started at 185, and I'm trying to lose 15. I've lost 7 so far. So
Yeah, but you were sick though.
hey, don't.
You
Oh
were
yeah,
sick.
see that's
Hey,
bullshit.
yeah,
You
And
can't
here,
just.
hold on. I want
That
to.
doesn't count.
Because I was sick for 2 days, if that.
7
And
pounds. So what have you done different?
Well, I did, honestly, just for the new year. I took out sugar for a while, which was kind of crazy because I love ice cream and I'm lactose. So took out sugar and
You say for a while. We're only 14 days into the new year. What do you mean by a
Hey,
while?
he
Well-
took it away for 7 pounds worth.
Listen,
That's pretty good. I'm not.
it made a difference.
Yeah.
You know, that and then just eating, everything else that I would used to eat. Don't make a change there. Sugar, working out a little bit, just doing some aerobics in the house. That's about it. Can't do anything too strenuous.
So I'm down 4 pounds, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I ain't got a clue as to how. I mean, I'm working out more. Yeah. I'm not eating well still.
You're still doing the pizza rolls.
And Hot Pockets.
I told him about this the other night. I just gave in to Totino's.
I was joking. No,
he was calling me. I heard him. I was in a room watching the 100.
Oh, you're talking about the pizza rolls. Okay.
I was binging the 100s, and I just heard Totino's. They were calling me from the freezer.
And you made the call. You made the.
It's like midnight, and I'm a plate. You know, just
how many would you say you have?
Triple cheese or you go combo?
No, I went to combo the pepperoni sausage, but like it was enough of a plate to fit right on my roll.
Wait, you're doing pizza rolls with a side of combos?
Here's the real combination pizza roll. Yeah. Here's the real question though.
Okay.
What do you wash them down?
How
with?
many?
It was honestly.
How many you hammering through?
I asked you that. I just asked him.
Honestly, it was probably like I'm gonna guess, but I'm close. 22 maybe. It's a lot.
So when you pour them out of the bag, do you dump them out of the bag or do you grab a handful?
As many as fits on a plate.
That's irresponsible. That's irresponsible.
I had a plate full. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing 22.
The bag empty when you're done? I mean,
no. It was like a 3 bag.
Which bag? He left. You get the jumbo? You get the BJ's bag?
He left 3 rolls in the bag.
So now that
for the morning,
3 pizza rolls in the bag.
But that was last week. I've been eating better since.
Over the weekend, right?
Yeah. It's
4 days ago.
No, because it was prior to I left, so it was Thursday night. So I've actually ate better, and I have been working out. But net gain, I've lost 4 pounds. So we're gonna take it.
Keep with the pizza rolls.
I'm eating those Totino's every night. It's a diet.
He's gonna put them on the map. If you want to lose weight, Totino pizza rolls.
I'm gonna add a Totino to each chest of the poster.
All right.
I could probably save you a little time. And
Mark, I know last week you were kind of
he hadn't started yet.
Slow out of the gate.
Yeah, I'm down a full George Washington at this point.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm down
Whole dollar bill.
Really?
No, that's
down a whole single here.
That's a good start, though. It is.
That's
Whole
you know what?
single.
It's better than nothing.
I do better under pressure. I'm gonna probably hold off a little bit and then I'll bring it on at the end of the race.
Did you use a restroom and then weigh in? Because that's normally good for a bill. Just saying.
That's true.
It's usually how I do it.
I know the tricks.
Honestly.
I know the tricks.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till towards the end, and then I'm going to probably just schedule. I'm going to schedule a colonoscopy every other day.
So I noticed nobody else gave their weight but Delano.
Oh,
We didn't mention. Gabby, how about you? How did you do? Gabby's got that
I
smirk.
thought we were just talking about how much we lost.
I'm saying, but like I'm not telling my weight.
Well, his weight is nice.
Yeah,
He's got a nice weight.
180. Listen, I was 185 when I was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
So.
I think right now Gabby's carrying the team. I think
she is.
Gabby's the one that's like.
Delano's carrying the team.
Yeah, but
he
mine
lost
doesn't
7.
count though.
Serious.
Mine doesn't really count.
Yeah, his
I
was
probably
water
lost maybe
weight.
like
He was-
4 or 5 pounds if I didn't,
Oh, you're saying if you
He
get
was
sick.
Yeah.
puking for 2 days.
We'll
That
count
don't
it. I mean,
count.
Rocky's going to count every pound he can.
I am. Yeah.
It's actually.
Going to the gym
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she has been.
3 times a week,
Okay.
Right.
and
Let me take notes.
Damn.
I've been watching my calories, except for like 1 day a week. I let myself just do what I want.
So when
You gotta have the cheat day.
So when you have the cheat day, what is your cheat? We know what mine is.
Was that on the cheat day?
Oh God, yeah. What's on your cheat day?
Beer.
Beer.
Hey, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong there.
So you go to the gym 3 times a week? They let you in a gym more than once a week? I didn't know that.
Are you
Or else-
kidding me?
Normally you sign on.
I thought it was like $80 a month for once a week. No, they let you in more than that.
They do.
I see now.
It's been that long.
I see. I get it. Took me a minute.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, is he serious? I had to look at you.
I lost 4.4.
4.4.
nice.
So
Nice.
Counting the points.
So we got Delano.
Yeah, I don't blame
Delano
you.
is last in many contests we have, or close to last.
Hey.
But he's first in
whoa.
this one.
I'm average.
And then we got Gabby. Wow.
If you want to count Sean, he lost 10 already.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So what did he do
He's
different?
winning.
Nothing. He's just a man. I'm so annoyed by it.
Men lose weight
No,
faster than
Yeah.
women.
No, they do. They do many
We're doing
things.
the same
We also put it on faster too.
Although he probably eats less than me. Like he's really good at starving himself. I'm not.
I think
Well,
he's,
if you're eating better, he's eating better so he's got no choice.
and he's probably eating those diet Tostino rolls is probably his.
know,
Yeah, you should
It's
look
probably-
into the diet.
Well-
they got the diet ones.
Years ago, years ago, I got some pills from Mexico.
I know.
That did help me lose weight.
He gave me
and
some of these too. I almost got arrested for them.
You would have got it.
Continue.
I
Did you have to bring them back across the border? So,
You don't want to know how I got them across the border. Hopefully you washed them before you ate them. But so I did, maybe in a moment of weakness and shame after I ate the 25 Totinos, I actually maybe looked online for the Mexican weight loss
Oh
pills.
my God, Rocky.
And on a side story, somebody did go to jail. Bringing them into America.
This is a real.
Your guy that
Not me, but it was the guy. I felt bad for him. He spent the night in a Mexican
At least he
jail.
didn't snitch on you. You be in trouble.
Anyways, so I'm looking for weight loss drugs. Anybody got them? Send them in. I'm not willing to go to Mexico to get them, but
Hey, we're gonna switch you to Hot Pockets.
Heard cocaine's pretty good for that.
aye.
his diet
Aye.
pill mule was pinched. He
So
needed
given-
somebody else.
It's a give and take.
It's really been a slow incline in my weight since that happened. So
They did something.
All right, so hey, I got to bring this up, and I kind of hinted at this the last show. Rocky's just kind of trying to throw anybody on the weight loss train just to make it easier for himself and by us by proxy. But I did get a message from somebody on my Instagram that listens to the show. I'm just gonna read it. It says, "Hey guys, love the show, but I have a real issue. I don't mean to be offensive, but this weight loss challenge is a joke. A challenge would be to make the goal close to 50 pounds each, or even if you did 40.
first of all, I
Hold
take
on,
offense
let
to
me-
this.
let me
He's
read.
saying that we got to lose 50 pounds each.
Let me read.
I don't know who this guy is.
He said, or even if you do 40, so he's, he's willing to negotiate. But to take the smallest grown man's weight and use it as a compass to health, and to include
Hashtag Harry Styles.
and to include everybody within a nautical mile is a real punt job. I get that it's funny, but if the pod is going to stick around, where is it? Oh, screenshots. Sorry, guys. It's going to stick around. I think you guys need to up the ante because at this point it's a race to the first heart attack.
Wow.
And I'm convinced that Rocky just wants to make that music video. I call for monthly weigh-ins on the pod and a grand finale shirtless weigh-in to really light a fire.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Okay, well, I'm not participating in that.
With fans like this.
If Gabby has a shirtless weigh-in after losing
No.
30 pounds, it may pull our numbers up.
And that's real.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
that's
like
First of all-
we don't
That's
know him.
legit.
That's not. We
No,
don't know
I went
this.
to high school with him, but we don't really
Okay.
talk.
so.
Fair.
First of all,
Fair.
if you went to high school with them, it wasn't probably not "Hey guys," it was "Hey guy," something like that. Like that's probably what it was.
Use guys.
Yeah, use guys. Hey, you
use
guys.
guys.
Hey, you
Could
guys.
you like use the vernacular of
Well,
your
it's not how
homeland?
that's not how you wrote it. So
But we know how to read it though.
No, but
yeah, I mean, you
your
guys
friend.
could just imagine it.
Okay, tell you what,
I like the idea of this shirtless weigh-in. It's really put some pressure on you.
it does put a lot of
It
pressure.
It's
does,
pretty
but
im-
time out. I'm not losing 50 pounds. I'm not
No,
losing 40
I'm
pounds.
saying, I think it's more directed
Yeah,
towards
but
us.
you
Than
got
yeah,
to
but
listen.
still, I want to be
You
involved.
could
I
take
wanna,
your shirt off right now and not
Guys,
be embarrassed.
No, don't take your shirt off. But
I take my
I
shirt
think
off.
what we're saying is that
Oh, my pants.
no. We could lose 50 pounds, all three of us. We could stand. We'd be okay.
How dare
Not
you?
combined, just each.
No,
More
each.
than
Okay.
30, 'cause
You
if I
son
get
of
more
a-
than 30, I get into the underweight category.
Yeah, I don't think.
I wanna
really
be-
don't think
That's
it's.
what I'm
I
saying,
think
yeah.
it's really directed at us three.
Well, he's definitely calling
And-
us fat asses.
and Tone,
With-
yeah, I don't
with-
think it's calling saying that
Yeah,
skinny
with-
people need to.
without
Hey,
a
pal,
doubt.
do me a
With a-
favor and send in a picture of yourself.
Yeah, is he a slim guy?
No, he's pretty. Yeah, he's all right.
He's a built guy.
Yeah, he's in the
Okay.
gym.
Oh, that's why he
So-
sent that message. It
So I
makes
tell
sense.
you what, I'm
like-
not bringing. I'm not doing a shirtless.
Why not?
Because right now I take my shirt off. There's like
You got a year.
There's a flavalanche.
gotta-
Like literally, you guys are in danger. You guys are in danger of like injury. This thing's being kept in by this jersey.
Listen, I don't wanna
Nobody
see it.
needs to see.
His
I don't want to
jersey's a
see it, but I
girdle.
think it would be a good motivation,
It's
It would be great motivation.
right?
Yeah.
And we'd all be doing it.
But are you
Would it
gonna
be-
like shave up, like clean up the undercarriage and all that
I
before you
think
take
you
off your
should
shirt?
just go whatever you normally do at the beach. If you have hair, you leave it there.
You want the taco meat shown out of the tortilla? I
you
don't,
do
I don't
that?
know if I don't know if you want that.
Do you
Are
do
we
that?
legitly trying to go shirtless at the end of
No.
this?
No.
Oh, you
all
guys,
right.
come on, guys. What are you guys? Or I can't say.
Wait, you want to do it?
If this is
Why not?
if this is fan mail,
I mean,
Are you going? Are bikini? Are you going in a bikini top?
well, first of all, she's not on camera, so she doesn't have.
Well, I'll
stop
put her
trying
on
to pawn
camera.
it on somebody else.
I know.
Here's the thing.
That's the whole point of the
could you,
message.
could you guys imagine the views though?
I don't think they'll be that good, but
I mean, you say that.
shit, I'm gonna have to go in a bikini top at this point.
I'm gonna go to like. Listen,
Yeah, there you go. Shirtless. and if you
I'm
want-
gonna have to go to Mexico.
you
now.
got a year though, Rocky.
Okay.
So, do you go to the beach at all?
Yeah.
Do you take your shirt off?
I mean,
You don't take.
I've
you
been
go in the
known to
water-
take my shirt
Are you
off.
a t-shirt in the water guy?
no, no.
Are you the rash guard guy?
I avoid. I
might
listen,
surf. I don't know.
I avoid the beach when I'm
Oh no!
in fear of a flavalanche. That's. Wait, you're going to the beach right now and ripping it
Yes.
off with pride?
I do at the beach.
in front of your wife. You want?
She sees me all the time.
You ever see some of the animals that live in the sea? It's
Poor girl.
That's the one safe place to take off your shirt.
Hold on. I cannot say what I want to say on here, but you're ridiculous. You're ashamed. You're like a little baby or something. You can't handle your own body.
Okay, so I'm all in. I think my goal all along was to lose 50, not 30.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned about that. Even 50 off me.
Oh,
I
you look
don't.
incredible.
I don't know if I'm
With
taking
the
my
beard,
shirt off.
You come on, man.
If we're taking our shirts off, I'm going to crank up this colonoscopy thing. I'm going to have to schedule one every day. I think.
It looks like I got to schedule plastic
Guys,
surgery right now.
it'll be 5 seconds for a picture to see your progress, and that's it.
No,
Wait,
'cause the
to see our progress.
Got to do before
We're
and
doing
after.
one now.
We could do one now and not release it.
Oh,
I'm
he's
not
rolling
saying-
up now.
I'm
All of a
saying-
sudden, this guy.
No. First
No, I'm
of
not
all,
saying we don't have to put it out. It's just when we.
you got to
Dude,
have.
you're my
lose the
neighbor. If you
weight.
want to see me shirtless,
I
that
don't
bad,
want to
just
see.
look through
Trust
your
me, I don't
bedroom
want to see.
window.
I'm just saying we could take the picture now, and then at the end of the year we do a shirtless weigh-in, and then we compare them.
This is good. You know what I see?
This is taking
This
an
is
awful
what I
turn.
see. I see a really nice first part of the year, and then an anxious, scary the last
good.
3
That's
months.
motivation.
I'm not eating. I'm eating a saltine and a peanut a day. It's just going to end bad.
That's good.
Rice
though.
cakes.
Yeah,
Hey,
Us
that's
pulling-
too many carbs.
The end justifies the means, man.
Screw
broccoli
this.
pops.
I'm
Oh yeah,
not
this is
drinking
crazy.
this.
The end justifies the means, though. It'll work out. I think.
All right.
Us pulling the trigger on air, trying to get get this last
I'm
couple
going to
pounds
schedule.
out.
Listen, I'm going to
All right.
schedule
How
my
about this?
surgery
Either
right
a
now.
either shirtless, and if you're too much of a
A T-shirt.
Tank
tank
top.
top.
kitty cat,
Tank top.
then you could wear not just a tank top. Let's get you
Half
a nice
shirt. Half
swim
shirt.
a nice
Half
tight,
shirt.
a Z.
Half shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, what if we up the ante? What
I
if
got
we-
my high school practice jersey. I could just cut it off, and you guys could throw it on.
You might not have to cut it off
Smash.
though.
Oh my god! You own a mesh shirt?
Well, it's a mesh. It's football. Did you play football in high school?
Oh, I played. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
played.
your practice jersey was mesh.
Yes,
right?
it's,
kept
no,
it?
you're right. No,
Yeah, I
he's
have all
right.
of them.
Same.
He stole it, basically.
And I got my
No,
helmets.
we got to keep it because we won a championship.
You didn't keep any, and I got my mouthpiece. It's
You
all
ever
like
win a championship?
flat out
That's-
near the back
that's
from
disgusting.
bowlers. It's hanging on the
wouldn't know.
helmet.
I'll let you keep the stuff.
Okay, so what? So what was your compromise?
With what?
You said if it's not going to be a shirtless, then I said a tank top, and you said no.
I said like a tight swim shirt that you look ridiculous in anay. So at least you
First of all,
cover up your niche.
I don't know what a tight swim shirt is.
Just a tight shirt.
Okay, because you're already mocking me for not swimming or swimming with a shirt on. So
It's a rash guard. That's what
It's a
the
rash
that's,
guard.
that's what the tight shirt is.
I am allergic to the sun. So all
All
right.
right, so it's settled. Shirtless or tight shirt. I like it. All
Dude,
right.
if that is
Yeah,
if that's fan mail, I hope to God you don't have any hate mail in there.
Yeah.
No, that's
Crying out
like
loud.
the first legitimate message I've gotten.
Okay, so communicate with your friend. Say, hey, guy, is this acceptable?
I'm going to let you talk to him. He's going to listen to the show, so talk to him.
There you go, right into the
What's
camera.
his name?
Look in the camera.
Ralph.
Ralph.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
there.
Ralph.
Ralph. We'll do it.
There it is.
We'll do it.
You heard it first.
But you will be the cause of me possibly going to jail for smuggling things back into
Stop
America.
telling everybody you're going to do it.
It's okay.
He's serious, too. He had the pills. He gave them to
I'm
me.
hoping somebody else smuggles
In a
them
baggie.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gave me a baggie with pills in it.
Okay, let's stop. Let's just.
Yeah.
What else?
It was covered in
What else do you
Vaseline
get
and
pills. In?
Just saying.
You get pills in a baggie. That's it.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to talk a little bit, I guess, about
a little bit about football
yeah,
on our weight loss show.
yeah. Yeah. And we are going to have to be quick on this because we're already almost out of time with that.
Hey, listen. Okay. Losing weight is a big conversation.
Let's just go through the games, right?
Yeah, let's talk about the games last week. Mark, why don't you start with the Bears?
There were actually only 2 games last week, to be honest with you.
Is there like a little violin or sad music for him?
Where do I start? Where do I start with this game? That game was atrocious. Did you guys watch the games or no?
Yes. 2 out of 4.
Most of them.
Yeah. So, like most Bears games, I mean, they came into the playoffs with music's so distracting. They came into the playoffs with the same type of mentality they did during the regular season. So defense was decimated. A lot of guys out on defense. Roquan Smith, I think he was top 5 in tackles this year in the league. But their game plan was the same, man. It was dink and dunk passes. They started with Montgomery a little bit, and then they shut Montgomery down once they started the trail. Trubisky looked his normal Trubisky self. Everything was first read. He threw some terrible passes. The one dime that he did throw was to a wide open Javon Wims in the end zone on like a 45-yard pass. Dropped. At that point, it was just it went downhill. You know, the play calling from Laser was terrible and ineffective. And then Trubisky, after it looked like Trubisky was deflated more than he could have been. And when you look at him, I mean, he looks dumb to me. He just looks like a dumb guy out there. I mean, if that guy fell into a barrel full of titties, he's coming out sucking his thumb like that guy.
I don't even know.
Man.
That guy is just
That's pretty dumb.
so it was disappointing.
Well, the crazy thing, too, is I wasn't real impressed with the Saints. Like, they didn't look great
they didn't
either.
They were beatable.
Yeah, they looked like they are a beatable team.
That was a tough one to watch.
Hey, they're coming back together. You know, it's been a while since they've been back together. So
Fair.
But, you know, as a Bears fan, I did what Bears fans do. And in my fantasy leagues, I loaded up on Saints players. That way I didn't feel too bad.
There you go.
When Chicago lost. And there
you go.
Yeah, there it was. I mean, my heart was in it, but, God, that's tough. They were beatable.
You want to talk about your tight end, though, maybe, right?
Oh, I mean, that guy, he should retire. What a way to walk off the field. I mean, garbage time touchdown, granted. I think they snapped the ball with 3 seconds left. Trubisky throws a questionable pass where there's 2 receivers in the area and there's like 16 defenders. And Jimmy goes up, one hand, grabs it, comes down, hits a defender with his shoulder and just keeps trucking through the
He's probably
tunnel.
too young, we discovered, to retire.
right.
But he should retire after that. That should be the way.
That's the perfect way to go out.
It's a Disney movie.
That's
right
what that's how everybody I would imagine dreams of retiring.
They lost, but
Still a Disney movie.
it's a Disney movie about Jimmy Graham.
How about the Browns game?
We're going there.
How
Yeah,
about the
I
Browns game?
kind of wanted to save that for last.
Yeah, well,
It
it's
was
out
the
there.
last game.
Elf's out of the bag now, so we're talking about it.
Yeah, let's.
Sorry, man.
Hey,
I mean, what do you say? It was surprising. I think that their defense was opportunistic. They got a decent rush in, and they really kind of had Roethlisberger back on his, he was thrown off the wrong feed. He was not following through with his throws, just looked terrible. Now, he did come back at the end of the game, and he threw for like 500 yards, but that's
He had the
not
most pass attempts, I think, in
history.
But at the same time, if you start the foot on getting the ball hiked well over your head, that kind of sets the tone. Like, this is a playoff game. How is that a thing? And
they were down 28 points, I think, in 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, and then I was still scared. I was still
by
scared.
the end of the first quarter, it was 28-0, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it was 28-0. I was still scared because I know the Browns, and sure enough, they let them back in the game. Throwing 500 yards against the Browns isn't impressive.
Right.
That's just the Browns secondary. But I thought Baker Mayfield looked really good, really sharp, made the throws he had to. I think Nick Chubb looked unstoppable. He is just a man.
He was.
And I think that
Kareem
Hunt
Hunt
looked good too.
He
yeah,
did. Both of them. 1-2 punch, and those 2 runners, for sure.
How much do you think Mayfield's confidence was that quick start, though? You think that had to,
roof,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, once you go out, first play of the game, snapped over Ben's head, defense recovers it in the end zone. They go up 7 quick, and then what was it? The second touchdown was what? An interception return, right? Or no?
Interception, and then it was a really great
Jarvis
throw.
Landry.
Yeah, really
that's
great
right,
throw. Yeah. And then
Roethlisberger.
I mean, I made every.
I mean, he was on the
wrong choice a
sideline
middle-aged
crying.
man can
He
make.
was. I don't know if you guys caught that,
I
but
get
after
it.
the game, first of all,
Him and Pouncey.
he didn't get off his rear, and he didn't go out there and thank or say goodbye to anybody.
No.
He didn't shake hands, which I thought was classless. But he's a Steeler, so. But he did look like he was contemplating being done. Like he did look like he was contemplating being done.
Hopefully,
he
none
said-
of our 114 subscribers are Steelers fans. 'Cause
It was a good following.
Five interceptions. I mean, he and several were.
to be fair, like 3 of those weren't his fault, though.
No, in fact, the Browns were they really were jumping routes, So, anyways, it was a great game where they exercised their demon, got a playoff win, and lived to play against the best team probably in the NFL this week.
Well, not only that classlessness of them sitting, I think the whole team, Steelers team, so sorry. They were all just after the game, the post remarks and the interviews at Claypool. Oh, they're going to get clapped next week.
Yeah,
and
Juju and Claypool are
Juju
classless.
and just
But I will say Tomlin, you could hear him when he was shaking Stefanski's, or not Stefanski's, but the special teams coach. He was saying, "Hey, good luck next week." I mean, like a lot of the coaches were doing the right thing. A lot of the players were
salty.
salty.
Part of me likes to see some of that, though, right? I mean, part of you doesn't want to root for, especially a division rival, right? I mean,
Right.
you want to have some sort of hatred.
Well, these
towards
two
those
teams
guys.
hate each other for sure.
Yeah, but look at how the game went. I mean, you didn't get beat. You lost the game to some degree. That team lost the game themselves because they came out playing poorly. And I mean, this is a playoff game. They came out looking like it was the first game of the season, trying to get shaking cobwebs. And it's like, what is this game? So
And for that to happen from Pouncey too, I mean, that guy.
So to
he's
end the
been
game
so
like that on
solid.
those comments,
Yeah, I
definitely
think
not.
Pouncey though, like his best days are past. I think
mean,
he's a lot like the Steelers.
But to do that, like that dude doesn't have jitters at this point, right? This guy's been in the league for how long? Like for that to happen, I really wonder what was going on.
So what
did he
he-
not realize Ben was in shotgun?
He might have ate a hot dog before the game or something.
What he said was adjusting from Mason and his catch where he likes it the next week going to Ben. He just may have had a mental slip, because Ben could have recovered that ball.
Yeah, he could have.
I mean, he really could have.
So Connor could have too.
yeah, and
Connor ran
the
it.
Browns.
Well, they
just
did.
fought
I
through
don't.
it.
I don't want to cut this deep
let's
dive
go.
on the Browns
hey,
off,
let's
guys,
go
but
ahead and
we
hit
have
that.
about 10
let's go with
games
that.
left to touch on,
Hey,
so-
no. Let's go on that Lamar Jackson roll.
Yeah, we were all wrong about. We're gonna try. You want to try to be quick with these last few because we got to
Yeah.
pick our next games. But I think the Ravens, that game, the Titans, we were all wrong on that.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened really. I guess Baltimore's defense showed up. I didn't expect that. I think we all kind of underestimated Baltimore's defense coming into this game.
Lamar's
Well,
athleticism showed up.
You guys
for
did,
him.
which means if you guys all picked them to lose, I definitely picked the Ravens to win. So it all
Well,
makes sense.
Did he?
No, but you
Okay.
understand what I'm saying.
I guess.
he's
Like
saying-
always, usually when you guys are
Oh,
right, I'm
yeah,
wrong,
yeah,
and
that
usually
makes
when
sense.
I'm wrong. Anyways,
What was the Rams Seahawks game?
yeah, we're
I
past
think,
that though.
I think we both talked about.
I picked the Rams, and I was
You
right.
picked the Rams. I should have picked the Rams. I just didn't think Goff was going to play, and he didn't
He didn't
start.
play,
he just
right.
well, he did
But
play.
at the end, well, he got
No,
injured.
he. I think Wolfer got hurt.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
He got a
first
stinger.
series.
He got a stinger.
First or second series. I'll go out on record and say I did not see that coming at all. I thought, honestly, the one team in the NFC that I was a little worried about was Seattle. I thought Seattle could potentially do what Seattle does, and once they get into the playoffs, they kind of turn it on.
I
Pete
just
Carroll's
felt
got
like
that postseason
Seattle's
magic.
defense was just so bad,
Oh, it was
so bad all year.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
But and here's the crazy thing: Seattle, the one aspect of their defense that was good, they had a top 5 rushing defense, and Cam Akers just beat them to death. I mean, he looked like an all-star. So, what did you guys think about the Colts Bills game?
I was surprised.
I
it
think
was that
Buffalo
close.
should have never let them back in the game, is what I think, honestly. Because
Well, I think at different parts, the Colts looked like they were about to control it.
They did.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to win that game at the end. I honestly did. In the postseason fantasy leagues that I'm in, I had a bunch of Bills players, and I thought for sure, I was like, oh man, I'm dead in the water. There's no way Indianapolis is going to pull this game out. The game was trending that way. So thankfully, Buffalo did pull it out.
Well, Josh is a monster. That man is playing
Ridiculous.
and not only that, he has the weapons right now. Their running back could probably get a little better I think is it McKenzie and
the running backs?
the running backs,
Singletary and
Moss.
And Moss is hurt for this next game coming up. So.
Yeah.
So even that, like they played really well. And the Colts, that's what you want to see in the playoffs. You want to see teams that, like the Colts, they're not dominating, but when it comes time to turn that extra gear on or switch gears, like they did that. Something the Steelers definitely should have done.
Colts are intriguing team because I feel like they've got a lot of pieces, a great defense.
Yeah.
And I think if they find the right quarterback
Good
next
coach,
year, they're
too.
going to and if they find the right quarterback next year, they can be really.
They're talking about. I'm reading a lot of Carson Wentz going to Indianapolis.
I think that's not happening now after the Doug Peterson thing.
Doug Peterson thing. No. But with Indianapolis, I don't know. I think maybe since they have Phillip Rivers at the helm, I think Indianapolis and I think old. I think the team is kind of old, and I think they're going to have to revamp some stuff here quickly if they want to be contenders in the future. You got T.Y. Hilton's not a spring chicken anymore.
Right.
Oh, wow.
But, I mean...
This just sent Deshaun Watson to the
yeah.
Indianapolis Colts.
That'll never happen.
Stop
what you're
it.
hoping?
Stop it. No. I mean,
Well played.
anyways, we got a lot to talk about.
So we got the Bucks Washington game.
Which was closer than I thought.
Well, we didn't. I thought Alex Smith would play. The kid Heineke played, and he looked like a player, man.
Yeah. Taylor Heineke
he
was
did.
He
a
looked
great college quarterback too. He's
And
gutsy
XFL
as anything. Yeah.
player.
He's
I
gutsy.
think they got to give him a look next year. But yeah, I think he made the game a lot more interesting than it would have been if Smith played.
So I thought the same thing, right? And I was like, oh, Taylor Heineke. Let me look him up. I think he's 29 years old, though. I mean, how many quarterbacks?
Is he really?
29?
Yeah, I didn't realize it. So he was in Carolina. He didn't even play at all last year.
yeah, you're probably not starting to build your team on a 29
You're probably not going to give him an extended look.
They're gonna need they do need a stopgap because
Yeah.
they're not going to be high enough in the draft to pick a quarterback this year.
And Alex Smith, please retire. Please.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's there for a year or two just to kind of be a stopgap guy.
I mean, if I'm Washington, I'm not drafting a quarterback. I'm going to get somebody in free agency because look at their busts that they've drafted. RG3.
Although RG3 had
Haskins.
that 1 year, man, that was
the
just
injury,
magic.
He was never the same after.
Well, it's not even that, but it's sometimes like players like running backs like that, and it's it goes with a grain of salt with Lamar Jackson. But running backs like that, sometimes you don't need to always use your feet, and that's what he did. That's why he's out now. So
Well, they mismanaged RG3.
They did. They overworked him.
He shouldn't have played in. He had hurt his knee. He missed the final game of the season, and then they kind of pushed him to play in that playoff game.
but even
And
still,
he
it's
was-
his decision whether or not he wants to run the ball to make the play
And
himself.
he's
when he
that
got-
was
not
his
an
problem.
accurate
When he-
passer either.
Well, no, he never was. But you were hoping that he could get back. The same thing with Lamar Jackson. You hope he'd develop it. But
What did you guys think about Mike Evans, man? Goes out with a gruesome looking injury the last game of the season, comes back in, catches 6 passes for 120 yards. I mean, just like he is made of Teflon.
Well,
He just-
Well, that's
it
exactly
was a
how he.
hyperextension. It did look bad.
It did look
like
bad,
an
yeah.
ACL. But
I thought it was definitely an ACL.
I think
when it
Montgomery had the same thing the week before. He
Yeah.
left for like a series and came back on the field. So
That just
those
shows his career.
hyperextensions could look just like an ACL and really get you.
Mike Evans
Get
is
you worked
crazy
up.
to me. Mike Evans doesn't look like the fastest guy on the field ever, but the guy gets open and
he's like a
he's
Terrell
monster.
Pryor. Remember Terrell Pryor never looked like he was moving quick, and yet he would be separating from people because of his long strides. And I think that's similar with Mike Evans. He's just got those really long strides. So
He's still like 60-70% to me. He's like, you can trust him, but there's some times where it's just like, dude, where were you at? Where were your hands at? So
yeah.
I don't know.
You'll do anything to work an Ohio State quarterback into the conversation. Man. Even if it's a
True,
wide
true.
receiver.
I mean, well, yeah. He was a wide receiver in the NFL, but all right. So let's talk about last week, right? So we had.
that was last week.
no, I'm talking about our picks last
Oh,
week.
okay, sorry.
So as usual,
We can skip this if you want.
it's becoming on trend that I'm the best. But my best wasn't that good this year. This week it was 2-3, and then we had a push. But I still am in first place.
Look at that. Last week looks like the NFC East.
Yeah.
Don't it?
Here's the best thing for me
you
not
may have
making
been
two
the best,
picks.
but it wasn't that
Yeah.
good still.
Yeah.
Me not making 2 calls, 2 games back to back. 47% is not bad for me.
That was pretty bad, but we're going to give you
Well,
a
yeah,
chance.
but it's not far from 51, 52%.
Well, the less games you pick, is better for your percentage.
No, I understand that. That's what I'm
So
saying.
We're going to give you a chance
It
to
sounded
catch
like you were
up.
saying that you're like happy that you have 47.
Yeah, I mean, I could have sworn I was going to be last place coming back and looking at this. I'm in the middle, so
yeah,
I'm
only
not.
Mark's worse than
What
you.
grade is 47
No, Sean's on there.
Oh, Sean is on there.
In
He's
a-
oh-
You're
0
0 4,
Yes.
Sean.
in
Yes.
a classroom?
Yeah, I
that.
didn't show up to class.
47%
2 times.
is an F.
Yeah, I didn't show up to class.
We do have, though, Shawnee. So I was 2-3, 2 and 3. We had Phil at 1 and 4.
Damn it.
We had Mark at 1 and 4. And Shawnee, as always, is a loser. He has a 0% win total, 0 and 4. I don't know if he wants to come back on the show and try to
Redeem himself?
redeem himself. But right now, he's just like the UCF football program.
Oh, wow.
Lackluster. Lackluster.
So I don't want the viewers to get discouraged with my win percentage when picking games because, it might not look the greatest, but you know what they call the guy that finishes last in med school?
Doctor.
Doctor. Okay. So there's still that.
That's
Okay,
a good one.
so let's go to the games this week. Okay, this week we've got L.A. versus Green Bay. And Green Bay is giving the Rams 6.5 points.
All right.
Guys, I'll just go ahead and let me do this
Yeah,
because
go
you know what I'm
first.
saying.
Go
I've been
for it.
missing. Stop.
Trying to help you out, brother.
I don't need help. I'm going with Green Bay and the spread.
Sorry.
You want to make the rest of my calls?
No, I'm just.
All right. Well,
hey,
okay.
listen.
I'm going with Green
sorry.
Bay.
Everybody silent.
Do we need to go? Should I go game by game? My picks.
No, just the first one.
All right.
Just the first
Cool.
one.
Done. Next.
You're going Green Bay?
I'm going Green Bay. Sorry.
What is it, 6.5?
Yeah, they're giving 6.5.
I'm going to go Green Bay.
Green Bay. We got 2 Green Bays, okay?
And I don't want to elaborate because I can't stand the Packers. So just Green Bay. Move on.
Phil, what do you got?
That means you go that way.
I will go Green Bay.
So
Yeah,
we
take
don't
them
have
out.
our music on. I think Gabby's got my thing turned off still, but oh no, just the pick section. Phil
Boom,
just
boom.
there we go.
All right. Well, I tried. Almost made it.
Beautiful thing. Phil, what are you going for?
Green Bay. I
Green
said.
Bay.
He's copying me.
You don't get 2 wins for that just because you said it twice.
6.5 points.
We're on the frozen tundra, Lambeau Field.
The home of the cheeseheads.
I have to go Green Bay here.
Yeah. Thanks for copying me and everyone.
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna
why
go-
you want to go first.
No, leave me
That's
alone.
right. You're going to get this
I'm
next
going
one.
to the next one.
You're
We're
going to
gonna
get
go
this next one wrong.
Buffalo versus
no.
Ravens, and the Ravens are getting 2.5 points.
Guys, I'm going with Buffalo. New York team. So sorry. Had to do it.
I thought for sure you were going Baltimore.
I just want you guys to copy me. You're next.
I'm going Buffalo.
Oh, why is that? Don't make it
Because you took Buffalo and you're ahead of me.
Phil,
Bye.
I'm going Buffalo.
I actually put you in the last place
All right.
because of that one pick. Remember?
I'm going Ravens.
Ravens?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
I don't think Ravens are not impressive. They have substandard receivers. You don't even see, like, they got Des Bryant, they got Devin Duchesne.
Substandard running back.
No, they don't have. They have great running backs, and they're
Dobbins
made
okay.
better.
Great, they're good.
They're
No.
not- yeah.
Well, they're
Thank
great
you.
in the system, and Lamar is running, and he's running, and he's running, and Buffalo actually isn't as great against the run as people think. So I think this is going to be a close game, but I think the Ravens will win.
Wait a minute. You just said Baltimore has substandard, or you said the running backs aren't great? Just
No,
in
he
the
said they
system?
are great.
That's an Ohio State
No,
man.
I said they're great. They said they were okay.
I said they're good.
Yeah,
Who-
I
I
think,
think
but
great is,
Who'd you take? I missed yours.
I took Buffalo.
Did you?
I think when you mix in the Gus bus, and Dobbins with Lamar, I think it's a good.
They're
I don't
good.
think the
I agree, they're good.
I don't think Buffalo can stop.
I'm just saying, wait
Yeah,
till
but that would only be, if that happens in the first quarter, everyone adjusts as halftime. So that's just, I'm not saying it will.
Baltimore's defense is better than the Colts. The Colts were in the game to the very end, and I think Baltimore's actually got a more dangerous offense because of the running of the quarterback.
Wait, so
Then Indianapolis-
1, 2, carry the 1, 0.
I'm
Yeah, I
telling
don't
You
understand.
see the math.
I can't wait till Baltimore honestly
You see the math.
goes to Dobbins full time and they let loose Dobbins because Dobbins is going to have an incredible career.
Ohio State skill player.
Oh, there it is again. All right, next picks.
New Orleans versus the Buccaneers.
I don't know if it'll be Latavius Murray.
Why are we
dude,
going
but-
there first? Can we do that last?
Who is?
Let's
No,
do that
we'll
last.
do the Browns last.
No.
Yeah, let's do the Browns. I like the Browns last.
Dang.
Because I got to
Why?
rub the.
Because
This is. I think this is the tougher pick for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
Well,
so
Because
the
what you're saying,
Buccaneers-
the Buccaneers aren't that good.
the Buccaneers are getting 3.5.
Okay.
Right?
they're on the
3.5
road.
points.
No,
on the
the-
road.
Mention that.
The Buccaneers are.
Yeah,
real
Buccaneers.
quick. I have to do this. Every time they've seen each other this year,
It's been ugly.
What has it been?
New Orleans.
Almost a toss up. Though.
But New Orleans won both times, and I think the first game was a rout.
Well,
The
the first,
second-
I don't really count that first game.
Right. The second game was closer.
It was, and that's why it's a little tougher for me. Tampa Bay has been edgy. They haven't been dominating. They've played teams where they've dominated 45 points or whatnot, but they are going against, once again, New Orleans, and we have to look at the Saints of just kind of getting back together. The band's getting back together. They have not been playing with,
Tampa Bay didn't look dominating against Washington last week.
This is going to be a tough one. So I'll pick first so you guys can all copy me. Dang, I wish I didn't have to do this. I'm going to go the Saints because they're owed
All right,
a
good.
game next week.
Good, because
or
I'm
last year.
wholeheartedly disagreeing here. So if we're going off of what Rocky's saying, Baltimore's defense is better than Indianapolis's, and therefore
Carrying
we'll
the
give
one.
Buffalo carrying the one.
Yeah.
New Orleans didn't look great against Chicago, and Chicago's defense was decimated. First time they played Chicago in regular season, it was Nick Foles at quarterback, and they took him into overtime. They had to win by field goal. Tampa Bay's defense is definitely playing a lot better than Chicago's defense is, and obviously Tampa Bay's offense is about 1,000 times better than Chicago's defense. And I truly believe that had Chicago had a good game plan and a couple things gone their way, they could have beaten New Orleans last weekend. New Orleans looked
It's
beatable.
true.
They
Didn't
look
seem
good.
like
true.
that though. 'Cause
That's adorable.
Yeah, what did they put up? 3 points?
9.
9. Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean,
three.
you guys are.
That's true.
Sorry.
How many points did the Giants put up in that game?
Wow.
They made
Wow,
the
wait.
playoffs,
Hey,
right?
this has been all
Hey, I'm
year.
not picking the
Heyo.
Giants to beat them. I mean, you wholeheartedly believe they would have won the game.
Here's the thing.
They
That's
could-
a stretch. I mean, anybody
No,
could win
I
that
didn't
game.
say it could. I didn't say wholeheartedly. I think they could have won the game. I said I think they had a chance to win that game.
Everybody has a chance to
no,
win a
they
game.
did,
No,
they did
they
more so.
looked-
They had it more so because the Saints have not been playing together for the last 2-3 weeks. So you got to be honest. So
The Bears look
They're
terrible.
going to come out looking.
You're not going to get that together though. in a
So
couple
what?
of-
You are right.
You're picking the Bucks.
That's
I'm
scary.
picking the Bucks.
That's why it's a scary
about
game.
you?
That's why the pick was hard for me. You are right.
I think
I-
New
I
Orleans
see
will
it.
win, but I think it'll be a very close. I think
For sure.
I'm going to take Tampa with the points. I don't pick them to win though, for the record.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. I picked the Buccaneers to win outright. So with the points, it's just a sweetener. This is a different Tampa Bay team than the last time they played, and I'll tell you one reason why. Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown is starting to get mixed into it a whole lot more than he did.
He is.
And I just don't know. I mean, who do you stop in Tampa's offense?
Who do you cover?
Who do you
Who
cover?
do you double cover?
Yeah, and it's the GOAT. Now, it is a 640 game, so his eyesight not that good, but it's under the dome, so there'll be lights.
Now, how many points
be
did they
good.
put up last week against the
Tampa?
the Washington?
33?
33, and then how much did the Redskins? Keep calling them the Redskins.
30,
Washington was they
It's the
lost by
Redskins.
23 by 23 to
fool you.
32, 32-23, because it was a 9-point spread and it was a push.
And this is without their quarterback that they almost did. So as good as this defense is, let's put this, Heineke in.
It's just hard
Well,
to beat.
that's
It's
the
hard
other
to beat
point,
the
too.
same
Hey.
team three
Washington's-
times in a year.
Hey.
Washington's defense is sick.
Yeah, it is.
So is the Saints, though.
Not as good as Washington's.
I don't know
and
if that's
Dude, they
true.
let Chicago put up 9 points on them.
But you guys are saying this. Keep in mind that the
Chicago?
Saints have not been playing. I mean, you're right. It's
No,
not
but
enough time to get together.
it's just two teams. We all think they're kind of even, a little bit. Like maybe New Orleans is a little bit better, but this is the third time they played.
That's true.
It's just
That's true. That's
I've
scary. It's
never
scary.
seen a team beat Pittsburgh Browns. We were a different team last week than anything we played during the year.
Well,
The
guess what,
third
Rocky?
game.
You're about to see it for the first time. Third time's a charm.
So I'm going Buccaneers.
And the Saints are owed from that horrible call last year. Let's see it.
Yeah, well, they've had a couple years of bad calls. To be honest with you. All right, finally the
no.
America's game.
Ooh.
The game everybody will be watching,
Yeah, I think that's true. I think
eating
that's
food
true.
too.
Only because
The Battle of the Midwest.
The Cleveland Browns
I'm worried about the Browns here,
versus
man.
KC. All right.
Here's what I'll say about the Browns, and I'm going to go here first.
Browns
Kansas
are,
City,
Browns are getting 9.5 points.
it didn't even matter.
Wait, you said you're worried about the Browns like they're favored.
No, I'm saying
I'm worried they might lose this one.
Hey, in the great words of Claypool,
my
you
dark
guys are
horse-
getting clapped next week.
My dark horse Travis Kelsey might end up tearing up.
I think the Chiefs are good, is what you're saying.
So I'm going to go with
enjoy.
Kansas City. I will say this: the Browns are inconsistently consistent. That's how I'll say that, and I'll say that because
That's a carry the one.
yeah, I was going to say they're consistently inconsistent,
That
but
makes
they're
more
actually
sense.
not. I will say the Browns, they have good games, and then they just play a game where it's like, duh.
So they're inconsistent.
Well, no.
That's now called pulling a Trubisky.
But yeah, a Trubisky, I guess. So
Laying a Trubisky.
So with that being said, that's my reasons for going with Kansas City. Kansas City doesn't have that. They don't give wiggle room. They find ways to make plays. They find ways to make outstanding plays. I can't see the Browns really coming out of this one alive. I'm sorry.
Mark, what do you think?
So point spread's 9.5. I don't know. I don't think Cleveland's coaching staff is going to be able to get to Kansas City's center to stuff a fat wad of cash in his back pocket to get him to gift
They may.
them that first touchdown.
They may.
Yeah, well,
Kansas City's firepower is just, it's too much. And that defense, they have some big names on defense, but yet somehow don't
Play up to it.
Great defense.
You're right.
And it almost seems like they're toying with people, which obviously you can't for 16 games in a season. I will say two things that scare me here are the fact that Kansas City did have a bye week. Okay. And Cleveland's got to be red hot in that locker room right now. Yeah. They've got to be on cloud nine, just pumped up, thinking that they can take down anybody,
and then become deflated.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, honestly,
I'm sorry.
I don't like to call out quarterbacks and pin it on quarterbacks, but this is going to be on Baker Mayfield here.
He's been outstanding, and that's the one thing about him. That's why it's kind of but
can he handle this pressure?
It's a lot of pressure.
I mean, I know all those commercials that he does during the off seasons, probably trying to.
Great commercials.
They really are.
They are good commercials.
They are really good.
They are good commercials.
Phil, what you got?
All right, Phil, what do you got?
Kansas City.
Well, what I was worried about, I'm worried about the Browns because I think they could compete with this team.
Oh yeah,
Just the style of play. The Chiefs, the firepower, all that stuff, but they haven't been consistent this year either. They've been in a lot of close games with teams they shouldn't have been in close games with. They have the week off.
is that a good, like in a good way or
No,
a bad
in a
way?
bad way.
Okay.
I'm saying, and I think the just the style. If the Browns are going to have their full complement of players, right, they're not going to be missing any. Right, so what I was worried about is their secondary.
Jack Conklin is the only guy they're missing.
But he's the only person on Cleveland that hasn't had COVID yet.
Well,
Probably
cross
just
your
about.
fingers. There's still time.
But there was that guy. You probably know. I think their second corner just getting work that whole game.
Yeah,
And
he's there.
That's what worries me. Is
He's
that
the 6th corner on their depth chart.
Ooh, and he's starting.
Sammy
He's not-
Watkins
he's
is
not
questionable. Now that I'm thinking about it, Sammy Watkins is questionable for this game. I don't know how much you lose there though, because I mean,
Yeah, they
you
have enough firepower.
You have Mikael Hardman, who's Tyreek Hill Jr. right behind him. I mean,
my bells.
Okay, where's he from? Where did he go to school?
I don't know.
Oh, good.
Georgia.
I'm glad it wasn't the Ohio State.
he went to Georgia. But
So what do you got? What did you go?
What do you
What'd
got,
you do?
I will take. I think I'll still take the Browns with the points.
good, I have some ground to make up here.
I just don't think. Yeah,
Are you
I
kissing
mean,
up? Are you kissing? What's going on here?
I'm telling you what I think. I just don't. Kansas City has not been impressive this year. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to them. They haven't been the
I
world
did.
beaters they were.
I've been rubbing
Last
the
year.
elf
How-
It's
for about
not
a
crazy
minute
to
now.
think they
How scary
can't
is
beat
that?
a team by 10 points.
How scary is
No,
that?
I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just,
Best record in the league, and
fine.
not playing their greatest.
I'm rubbing
ball.
the elf
That
for
doesn't-
you
about a
are
minute.
playing
they
Rocky
can't lose
before you
again.
give
And
your
I'm not
pick.
calling for them to lose
You
the
are
game.
playing
Scary.
the defending
Huh?
That's-
world
that's scary.
champions.
So let me break down my
What do you
argument.
have?
Here we go.
Let's hear it.
Let me break down my argument.
Uh-oh.
Patrick Mahomes hasn't played in 3 games. Number one.
Okay.
In the last 16 games, the Kansas City Chiefs have scored 53 touchdowns, which is impressive. I think they're number 3 or number 4 in the entire league. You know how many the Browns have scored in the last 16 games? 52. This is an even, much more even matchup than we think on paper. The KC Chiefs have the 21st ranked defense. They're not a monstrosity, and in particular, they're weak in the running game. I don't know if you've noticed who the Browns have running, Nick Chubb, and I don't know if you know about Kareem Hunt, but this is his first matchup against his former team who threw him to the trash heap 2 years ago.
After he, never mind. Go ahead.
No.
Why did they throw him to the trash heap, though?
Whatever. I not saying they were wrong, but
Right.
if you don't think he's not motivated, I think you're crazy. Even more important, we get both Denzel Ward and Kevin Jones back, who are our starting corners. We get Ronnie Harrison in his third game back from a major injury. We got Myles Garrett 6 games removed from COVID now.
Yeah.
If the Browns can just maintain it even in the first part of the game, if it isn't a quick rout,
Right.
I think they're going to win the game outright. But with 9.5 points, I just got to take my Browns. Go Browns.
So out of all the teams in the playoffs, Cleveland is giving up to the most dangerous quarterback in the league, the third most passing yards in all the teams in the playoffs, only behind Seattle at 285 and Tennessee was giving up 277. Then you have Cleveland at 247.
Oh, they're a mess. But they've been a mess without their starting corners for the majority of the season. This is actually the first game where they have their starting corners. And
But are
Mahomes,
they in game shape?
Well, I think that Ward is in more game shape, but they're in more game shape than the scrub they had last week.
Well, now you
Start by saying that.
Say that.
Because you mentioned him.
Shut it up.
Here's the thing, too. Mahomes hasn't played, right, in the last 3 games. He was pulled halftime of 3 games ago, rested last week. Is he rusty? And he only had 5 interceptions this whole season, 4 in the last 3 games.
You know they didn't play in the offseason, and they came back, and now look where
They look
they're
good.
at.
Yeah, they look good.
So I think he's
a good-
not
I
going
was
to
actually
have
just gonna make that
much
point.
of rust coming off. I want to say this, though. Even with all that being said, Rocky, and I agree with you because I know you know your team does come out sometimes.
Sometimes, you're right.
Against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Do you know who they played? That should have been
I
the
don't
blowout
think
of a
this-
blowout.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be that game. And I also
They're on fire.
take you back to Texas Tech versus Oklahoma. When they met and they scored 70-something points, and Baker Mayfield came out on top.
Hey, this is going to be a great game. I think this is the game of the week, guys. What do you think?
Oh, well,
It's got to be
me
the
it
game.
is.
It's got to be this. It has to be.
I
There's
think
no
we
other
should get
team.
together and watch it. Kick back some White Claws.
Yeah, sure. Can we have this same one?
White chicken. White rooster.
I'm
me?
done. White
is it called?
chicken. I can't.
White rooster. Yeah,
No,
kick
we'll
back some
just go with white
rooster.
chicken.
Yeah.
Because I like dark meat, but we'll
All right.
we'll go with the white chicken.
You know, I was fully ready to make fun of some fruity seltzer beer. You know, like nothing says football quite like fruity seltzer beer. But I gotta hand it to him. That's
It's pretty smooth.
It's pretty damn good.
Not only that, I don't feel as chubby as I do when I drink a beer.
Well, you are though. So
Oh wow.
Yes, but I don't
I
feel
mean,
it.
I might even turn off Monday Night Football in the future in favor of The Bachelor for this. So,
Hey, we are, because
Delicious.
this is my advertisement, right? Low carb, so I don't harbor calories,
Oh
pounds.
yeah. No. What do you think, Phil? You
apologize
usually.
for that. I don't.
There it is.
No.
All right. So, anyways,
So
guys,
bad.
we
So bad.
we appreciate you guys listening to our show. Okay,
Ooh.
Gabby has a proposition. This is going to end.
For who?
It's going to end without us without shirts on again. I can feel it.
Again.
No, I want to be part of the picks.
Okay. Oh, you do really?
I want to see how far I can get based on knowing absolutely nothing.
Well, you
All
can't
right.
do.
let's do it.
That's me.
Let's
Hey,
shoot.
I'm 47%.
You can't do worse than Phil and Mark have been doing. So jump in.
What better time than the
Let's
present?
go ahead. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's go run it. Right here. I got you right here.
Tell me the game.
First game, we got the LA Rams against Green Bay Packers. Who do you have here?
And
Green Bay
and the
minus 6.5.
Rams are getting
What does
six.
that mean?
So that means that the Rams start the game 6.5 points to 0. So they're getting points.
It's a handicap
So Green Bay has to win by 7 points.
Yeah,
if you pick them.
So a
Or the
touchdown.
Rams could lose by less,
less than 6.5 points.
and you would win.
You win. Does that make sense?
Green Bay, L.A.
I'm gonna
L.A.
say Rams because I've heard you guys say Green Bay a lot, and I want to be different.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right.
I swear to
Next
God,
game.
if she goes.
Let's hear the
Gabby, your
top of the
family's,
leaderboard.
your mother's team,
Excuse me.
the Cleveland Browns versus the KC Chiefs.
You know what?
My God, pack
I
your
gotta
bags.
choose
That's a
the
guilt
Browns
trip.
After beating Pittsburgh, I'll root for them.
Okay.
You're gonna pick the Browns.
Yeah.
Smart girl.
What was the points?
9.5.
9.5?
Is it too late to change my picks?
No. Yes, it is.
It's on air.
It's on record. Yeah, it's too late. And we have the Baltimore Ravens
I have a feeling she's
against
gonna go
the
4-0.
Buffalo Bills, and they are getting what?
Buffalo Bill is the Ravens are getting 2.5 points. So this is basically a pick 'em.
I'm just gonna say Ravens.
All right. And last but not least, and my wife would be mad at me because I went against Tampa Bay because she's happy they're actually doing well. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. Tampa Bay and the New Orleans Saints.
And Tampa Bay is getting 3.5 points.
My boyfriend's gonna hate me, but I'm gonna say the Saints.
Ooh.
Shit.
Okay,
So
so
she picked the complete opposite of me, which means I'm going 0-4.
Gabby, no,
Man,
Gabby will go 3-1 because she picked every one the same as me except for one, and she'll lose that game. So I'm going
You
4-0.
hear this guy?
Yeah.
63%.
I know, but relax. You were 2-3-1 last week.
Yeah, there's
Hey,
1 week, but I'm 27-15 for the year.
I mean, he has
You're outpacing me by like 5 games.
he
so
has a
that's fair,
reasonable
but
gap.
I'm right there.
It's a reasonable gap.
Five
five
games.
games.
Are you Delano? 5 games is not right there.
It is right there.
You
What do
were
you
just-
mean? What do you?
He was making fun of you for this kind of
What are
logic.
you talking about?
What did I don't remember even making that. I'm just saying for
are you
not
talking
picking 2 times, I'm 47%. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, the records are the records.
He's like, that's still dumb. No.
2-3-1.
Hey guys, find us. We're on everything. Instagram, Kit Kat. Wow.
Yeah. Talk about weight loss.
this weight loss challenge is really getting in.
I'm hungry. Send me a Kit Kat.
You cannot have done any better than that.
TikTok. Find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
Tinder.
YouTube. Swipe right. For the ultimate-
FarmersOnly.com.
The ultimate fantasy locker room.com.
Hit us up.
You know what I know, my arms open, hearts broken, fixing filled with this empty and broke. Oh, know what I know, hearts open, when I stand up, I'll straight to my knees. Yeah, it's like we holding on to what he's hating, lackluster from the father, cause there's no relation. I'm told to tell you about a word from God, if not mistaken, that's why his name is always dropped in every conversation. I've been sold to his will, home.